Emma Stone's story reads like one of those rare Hollywood fairy tales that actually came true.
Hi, I'm Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
She's like being bathed in sunlight.
But of course, like all fairy tales, this one saw hardships, and a lot of them. Born Emily Jean Stone in Scottsdale, Arizona, young Emma was the kind of kid who couldn't sit still and talked as if her words could not keep up with her thoughts, which is a quality that defines her still. Underneath that energy, though, was a child battling panic attacks. After struggling for years, she found solace in theatre, and that became her therapy. Emma took to the stage early and threw herself into voice and acting lessons. And by the time she hit middle school, she had already performed in 16 plays with Phoenix's Valley Youth Theatre. Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, Alice in Wonderland, The Wind in the Willows, you name it. She did them all and even called performing the thing that cured my panic attacks.
Anxiety is like, I feel so lucky to be anxious. Yeah. Because I think it can be sort of like a superpower sometimes.
Even as a kid, Emma had her mind made up. She once said she'd wanted to act since she was 4, and unlike most kids who change career goals every week, she stuck with it. At 11, she played the otter in The Wind in the Willows, but Arizona was never going to be big enough for her ambitions. So in the most Emma Stone way possible, she made a PowerPoint presentation titled Project Hollywood, complete with Madonna's Hollywood blaring in the background, to convince her parents to let her move to Los Angeles. The presentation worked, because of course it did, and at 15, Emma and her mother packed their bags and left for California. Once there, she entered the usual actor's gauntlet, complete with endless auditions, rejections, and small roles, before finally getting her big break with Superbad.
You know, you scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours.
Well, Jules, the funny thing about my back is that it's located on my
Then came Easy A, which turned her from that funny girl in the High School movie into one of Hollywood's most watchable stars, and a decade later, she stood on the Oscars stage twice, not presenting, but accepting them, once for La La Land, again for Poor Things. And now her film, Bugonia, has rekindled the Oscar buzz for her.
Welcome to the headquarters of the human resistance.
Where's my hair?
Your hair has been destroyed to prevent you from contacting your ship.
What ship?
Your mothership?
At 36, Emma Stone isn't just the girl who dreamed big in Scottsdale, she's proof that sometimes the PowerPoint plan actually works. But how did her break into the industry really come? See, Hollywood didn't instantly hand Stone a megastar role, and the woman had to pay her dues. Her first break came via reality TV in 2004, when she won VH1's In Search of the New Partridge Family audition contest. Yes, Emma Stone won a competition to play Laurie Partridge. The sitcom pilot never aired, but it earned her an agent and raised her profile. Soon she was appearing more often on TV. As a teen, she guest starred in shows like Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh my God! Who did this? Moppet? Baby? No!
And Medium, and even had a recurring part on the short-lived series Drive. These gigs kept her afloat while she honed her craft. Her big screen debut came in 2007 as Jonah Hill's love interest in the comedy Superbad. It was a modest role, but the movie was a hit, and Emma held her own alongside Seth Rogen's and Judd Apatow's comedy troupe. Over the next few years, she became a familiar face in Hollywood comedies. You saw her in The Rocker and The House Bunny, both from 2008, and in 2009 she racked up 3 releases, including the rom-com Ghosts of Girlfriends Past, the horror comedy Smashed Zombieland, and the animated short Paperman. Stone's early film work proved she could handle anything from slapstick to sarcasm. Although Zombieland was a massive hit, her true breakout came in 2010 with Easy A. Cast as Olive Pendergast, the clever high schooler who pretends to have lost her virginity to help classmates seem cool.
I just realized the funniest thing. My name is an anagram for I love.
What's an anagram?
Look it up, big boy.
She delivered rapid-fire quips and big eyes perfectly, and successfully turned Olive's self-deprecating humour into an instant fan favourite performance. Critics loved her, and she earned her first Golden Globe nomination for the role. The movie was a hit, and suddenly Emma Stone was a star. From there, her star power only grew. In 2011, she had 2 very different hits. The touching ensemble drama The Help, where she played the role of a young author chronicling the lives of black maids, and the slick rom-com Crazy, Stupid, Love, opposite Ryan Gosling.
Seriously? It's like you're photoshopped.
Then came the really big break, where shined like a freshly carved diamond. Yep, I am talking about her playing Gwen Stacy in The Amazing Spider-Man and its sequel. By 2014, Stone had built up enough cred to get calls from auteurs. That year, she joined the star-studded cast of Birdman, playing a recovering addict opposite Michael Keaton.
Well, guess what? There's an entire world out there where people fight to be relevant every single day, and you act like it doesn't exist. Things are happening in a place that you ignore, a place that, by the way, has already forgotten about you. I mean, who the f*** are you?
While she also made her Broadway debut as Sally Bowles in Cabaret, which caught director Damien Chazelle's eye. More on that later. If there's one word critics, as well as fans, use about Emma Stone, it's versatile. Academy Award wins alone will tell you about that uber-wide range. I mean, her first Oscar was as Mia, the dreamy jazz singer in Damien Chazelle's musical La La Land from 2016.
Emma Stone, La La Land.
While her second was for Bella Baxter, a Victorian-era creature in Yorgos Lanthimos' fantasy Poor Things.
Emma Stone.
Then there's that emotional expressiveness and husky voice that help anchor all these parts. She can dial the charm up or down at will. And whether she's telling a joke or a tender secret, her charm is always real and authentic. This kind of flexibility, making you laugh one minute and cry the next, is rare, almost intoxicating and addictive. It's why directors like Yorgos Lanthimos have kept casting her. She's now done 5 films with him, from The Favourite to Kinds of Kindness.
I'm Emma Stone.
I'm Yorgos Lanthimos.
But hey, what's that thing that makes Emma Stone, well, Emma Stone? Beyond talent, she has an appeal that audiences and critics describe as authentic, down-to-earth, and effortlessly charming. In interviews and public appearances, she often comes across as genuine and self-effacing. For example, just take a look at her acceptance speeches from the Oscars.
Crew, everyone that put their heart and souls into this film. I'm gonna find you all individually, and I'm gonna thank you, along with my friends who I love so much. I'm gonna hug the hell out of you when the feeling re-enters my body.
Or while she was presenting. Furthermore, the woman has got Class A humour and wit. She's quick with a joke, even at her own expense. In press junkets, she'll crack jokes about her cooking or confess being starstruck around certain co-stars.
It's very rare for more than one Spice Girl to appear together for any reason at all. So, they're not here.
That humour instinct comes through in her performances too. Notice how tiny comedic moments pop out in her dramatic roles, like delivering a blunt one-liner through tears. At the same time, Stone can humanise the characters she plays. A recurring compliment is that viewers see themselves in her, whether it's Olive's insecurities in Easy A or Sally's determination in La La Land.
I just thought, I don't know what I thought.
1 second.
I guess I thought it was...
Part of that is her expressive eyes and knack for timing, but there's also a groundedness in her interviews when she's open about not being perfect, about her own anxieties, and about the hard work of acting. For instance, she has spoken openly about battling anxiety since childhood, and even calls it a kind of superpower for acting in an interview.
I think it can be sort of like a superpower sometimes. Anxiety is very activating. It gets you out of bed. You kind of can't just stay in one place. It sort of forces you to keep moving. I find a lot of positives from it.
It's no surprise she's a strong advocate for mental health and often encourages others to seek help, which only makes her a role model off screen as well. Speaking of issues and hurdles, Stone's path hasn't always been a red carpet. She has spoken candidly about the pressures and setbacks that came with rising fame. For example, the anxiety that haunted her childhood actually persisted, and she's admitted to battling panic attacks into her adult career. Early on, she felt pressure not to be typecast as just the cute best friend. Choosing a role in Crazy Stupid Love and later Birdman were deliberate moves to break out of lighter fare. This willingness to risk was a challenge in itself, but it paid off with critical acclaim. When roles demanded more, Stone pushed herself. She trained intensively for La La Land, months of singing and dancing practice. even though, as she jokes, on screen you're not supposed to notice all the work. And with Poor Things, she found a new kind of challenge. The script called for a performer who could embrace the absurd and raw. Stone has said the role felt really complex and really challenging. Then I realised that the challenge was actually her simplicity. In a way, she's the simplest role I've ever played, because Bella Baxter was a blank slate. Learning to strip away layers instead of building them was growth for her.
It is your body, Bella Baxter. Yours to give freely.
I still believe everyone would be happier if we could choose.
But enough about her acting chops. What else does Ms. Stone do? Well, quite a lot. Stone's influence extends off screen. In 2020, she launched her own production company, Fruit Tree, with her husband Dave McCary. Under the Fruit Tree banner, she's developing films and TV with A24. Already, she executive produced projects like When You Finish Saving the World from 2023 and the Netflix series Maniac from 2018, and she's a producer on The Curse as well. Stone is also known for her philanthropy and advocacy. She's a longtime advocate for Stand Up to Cancer, and credits meeting producer Laura Ziskin, late producer of Spider-Man, for inspiring that involvement. Mental health is another passion, and Stone sits on the board of the Child Mind Institute, which helps kids with mental health challenges, and is an ambassador for Gilda's Club NYC, supporting families dealing with cancer. These commitments are personal to her. She often says speaking out about anxiety and mental health is important, using her own struggles to help others feel less alone.
Mental health and learning disorders are the most common illnesses of childhood and adolescence. 5,000 die by suicide. When we ignore mental health, we lose our children.
As we wrap up this video, let's quickly take a look at what's on Stone's calendar now. In a word, plenty. On the film front, Stone's biggest upcoming role is Bugonia. This Yorgos Lanthimos thriller casts Stone as a CEO kidnapped by conspiracy theorists who believe that she is an alien sent to Earth to hearken an alien invasion.
I am crucial. In all humility, I can say that. There is no possible scenario where you benefit from this incident.
That was really good.
Bugonia is slated for release in October 2025, reuniting Stone with her Poor Things co-star Jesse Plemons. Beyond that, there are rumours of even more collaborations. I do wonder if she will return to Broadway. Stone herself has hinted she misses the stage, but that's still under wraps. Will she tackle an action hero someday? Given that Birdman role and Silver Linings playbook-style energy, the sky's the limit. For now, though, Stone seems happy, shifting between genres. One thing's for sure, you and I can expect the unexpected from her. She's equally game to sing with Ryan Gosling as to snarl at Willem Dafoe, and that thrill of guessing what she'll do next is part of the appeal. If past is prologue, Stone will keep choosing projects that stretch her and surprise us. In conclusion though, Emma Stone is remarkable because she is the very embodiment of talent and authenticity. She's not just a great actress, she comes across as genuinely human. The youngster who moved to LA with a Madonna soundtracked PowerPoint has become a 2-time Oscar winner, but she still cracks jokes about her wardrobe and worries aloud on camera.
Biggest movie star in the world? Is that part of any of your drives?
Wait, you mean I'm not?
Well, a few hours from now.
She's won kudos on the global stage and praises backstage by citing every crew member in her speeches. We started by noting those 2 Oscars. By the end, it's clear she's a rare star who earned them with a grin. In short, Emma Stone is the chameleon of Hollywood, and her influence in Hollywood is enormous. She's shown young actors how far humour and heart can take you, and she's opened doors for more women-driven stories as a producer. We can all learn a little something from her blend of humility and ambition. So what's your favourite Emma Stone moment?